Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome. This is Dusty Coloring, and I just want to say hello and thanks for stopping by today. Today I'm going to share with you my completed pages for the month of October 2024. It seems, unfortunately, if you do follow my channel, I did not color as many pages as I wanted. I had a stack of books to color. Obviously I knew I was going to get to all of them, but unfortunately I didn't even get to a fraction of them. October is my favorite month. I love Halloween, and I think I've just been enjoying the month, watching spooky movies and trying to organize my acrylic paint pens and stuff like that took up, I guess, a lot of time, extra time to what I would usually allocate to coloring. But anyway, I'm going to show you my completed pages. What I did do, I have a lot of whips this month. In addition to that, I do have a couple of supplies I want to show you guys. Not enough for its own video, so I'm going to put the supplies at the end of the video. So if you are interested in that, you can stick around. If you're not, after the completed pages, you can click off. I didn't mark all my pages this month. I don't know why. I think I took the tabs off for whatever reason. I have no idea. But I have my photo journal here, which is basically, it's just a regular journal. And I just take pictures of everything I color each month. So I'm just going to reference that to make sure I'm showing you guys everything that I did end up coloring. I think I colored 3, 6, 9, 12. I colored 22 pages, which is a lot. But I don't think I colored in as many books as I planned. I believe I colored multiple pages in the same book. All right, so I'm going to try and, there's 1 or 2 new purchases too, I think. I don't know, but let's start with one of my project books. One of my project books is Reptiloids II. So I have to complete pages in here, a certain amount of pages each month in order to finish by the end of the year. So I'm on 4 pages a month now, and right into December I should be able to, this book should be completed. So I need to show you guys what I colored in this book, and I don't remember. Okay, so all right, so I know that for spooky month, hang on one second. This is why I take pictures too of everything, so I know what the heck I'm coloring and what I didn't color and what I did color. All right, so we have, sorry about that. This was one of the pages that I colored. So basically in this book, I'm just going in with alcohol markers, and I shade or highlight with Prismacolor pencils usually, because I find that they work the best over the markers in this book anyway. And there are some things here that you probably can't pick up on camera, but I did use, instead of the Sakura black glaze, I used the clear glaze on the nail polish. It is not as, doesn't pop as much as like a glossy accent would, but I didn't put glossy accents. I'm not sure why I chose not to, but I didn't. But I think glossy accents probably would have popped off the page a little bit better. So yeah, so that's just Prismacolor pencils. Sorry, I need to see where the other page I colored. This probably be the only book that's a pain to flip through without the pages marked, because I have so many pages colored in it already, and trying to find the pages to show you guys. Okay, here's another page. And I did want to go in and make the flames with a glitter gel pen, but I didn't like the way it was looking. So there's 1 or 2 flames that have the glitter pen on it, and then the rest don't. So I don't know if you can pick up on it. Like this one has like glitter and this one has glitter, but yeah. And then this one was a planned one because it was a spooky page. So to me it was. I was saving it for Halloween, the end of the year, because she had like a witch's hat. And I actually, this, out of all the pages I colored in this book, this month, this one is my favorite. I don't know, I just like the way the dragons came out. And I just like the colors. So this one, and then my last one, and then I colored, let me just look at the journal. Oh yes, okay. was a page I didn't plan to color because I really didn't like this page, to be honest. But I figured, let me just get it out of the way. I'm coming down to the wire with the pages in this book, so not everything left is my favorite. So I just decided just to color this one. And I actually like the way he came out. I like the way I shaded his skin and everything. And then I don't know, I try to break up the leaves a little bit since it is kind of autumn here and the leaves are turning. I just thought I'd throw in like some orange leaves. Yeah, so those are my 4 pages in Reptiloids II, which I'm very happy to have out of the way and colored. Okay, my next page is in Reptiloids I, and this is actually a project book with the lovely Christina from Christina's Art Corner and myself. She reached out and asked if I wanted to, you know, do this book as a project book, and I said sure, because I was gonna plan on doing it next year anyway, and whether or not I was gonna do it to complete or not, I was gonna start focusing on it. So this is perfect. Now we just do a page here a month. And did I mark it? No, this is next month's page. Okay, so in this book, there's a quick backstory. When this book first came out, well, when I first started coloring, I don't know when this book came out, I purchased this book because I saw it on someone's channel. I thought it was adorable, and I loved it so much. I was afraid it was gonna disappear and go off Amazon, so I purchased another copy. So I have 2 copies of this book, and one book is untouched and one book has a couple of pages colored, and I was gonna focus on the book that had like a couple of pages colored. So that's the book I'm using with Christina coloring, and if she chooses a page that I colored, I'm just gonna use the other book and color the page. However, the page she picked for October, I had in here as a whip. So I decided to just finish it because I don't want to have any whips. And this was the page she had picked, and this was the page that I had started. Now, when I started coloring in this book, it was in the beginning of my coloring journey, and I did not have any other mediums except for colored pencils. And I think I had just purchased Arteza pencils, and I was coloring with them because I think I only had Prismas at that point, and then I purchased like a budget brand, and I purchased I believe the Arteza pencils. I don't like coloring in these books with pencils. I think it depends on the pencil you use and how you color. The page is a little rough to get it. I just struggle with it. So now I use marker base, but then I didn't. So I had to go in with pencils. And I never wrote down my combination, so I kind of just winged it. And I think it came out pretty good, considering that I, you know, don't use my Arteza pencils anymore, and I hadn't picked them up in a while, and I had to use them to finish this page. I'm actually very happy with it, but I'm not going to use pencils in these books anymore, you know, for the whole page. Yeah, but I have fun finishing this, and I am glad that I got it finished. So. And let me show you Christina's. I'm going to pop Christina's page here. Always love how she, I always love to compare our pages because I love how she does things. She always thinks outside of the box that I think in. So that's why I have so much fun coloring with her. We have kind of different styles, and it's just like to see it unfold in our pages. So yeah, that was my buddy color with Christina, and we have a page picked out for next month. She picked out this page, and when she sent it to me, I laughed so hard because I don't remember the pages in this book, and I really haven't looked through it, and his face cracks me up. So yeah, I'm looking forward to coloring that page next month. Okay, what else do we have? I know that I have, did I pull the book out? I have another buddy color that I do with Meg from Meg's Coloring Corner. Now, her and I, we buddy color every month. Well, not every month, but whenever we have time, you know, we usually do like a Kevin Tejo picture. We have PDF versions, we have book versions, and it's just, you know, she's my coloring buddy, you know, so far with Kevin Tejo. Not that that was planned, it's just how it works out, and it's perfect. So she picked out, she suggested maybe we do Beetle Juice from his Creepy Kawaii book. Now, the backstory to here, got a lot of backstories today. I have the PDF version of his books, but my PDFs are getting way out of control as far as organization. It's a project I need to tackle that I have zero desire to tackle right now. But because it needs to be tackled, it's just not something I'm happy with. Like, I don't find joy in pulling out my PDFs and coloring in them because it's just a disaster. So because her and I do color a lot of pages in here, and I want to continue coloring whether we buddy color in here or not, I decided to just purchase his book. I do believe his books, and this is just personal, are a little overpriced on Amazon. I think that if you do like his images, even his PDFs on Amazon can be a little overpriced, but you know, work goes into these books and into the art. So it is what it is, but I'm just saying, you know, PDF version, you're getting more for your money because you can just keep printing it out and keep recoloring it. Whereas if you purchase the book and you color in it, you can't, which is what kind of happened to me this month. I ruined the page that we were coloring. She chose Beetle Juice, and I never rip a page out of a book, and I tore it right out. It did not work out. It was a disaster with a capital D. So because I have the PDF version, I just printed out the PDF version and then I colored it. And I'm going to keep the PDF version in here. But again, if I didn't have the PDF version, I just ruined the page and I couldn't color it in. And essentially, there goes my book. So at least if you do enjoy, I feel if there are books that are a little bit more highly priced, I think you get more for your money if they're available in PDF. That's just my opinion. I still bought it because I like the art and I support the artist and I wanted the book. But, you know, did I need to buy the book? No. Anyhow. So here's my toned down version. My original version, I made the background. I was trying to make the background mirror his outfit with the stripes. Total disaster. Then I thought I can save it by going in with acrylic paint, and because the paper is so not really great, it just ripped that baby right out. Anywho, here we go. Here's my completed page, and it's Beetle Juice. So basically, you know, I kind of stick to the character. I googled some images, and I think this one's based more off of the cartoon image of the Beetle Juice. I think there was a cartoon out. Yeah, and then I just used some pastel for the background to make it look a little dirty, and then I not sprayed, but you know, hit with the brush. I made splatters of black acrylic paint in the background, and this was just marker for his hair and a little bit on his skin, and then everything else was pencil because his outfit was already pretty much shaded in. And I'm going to show you guys Megan's right here. I'll show you Megan's here. And I just want to say thank you, Meg, for coloring with me again. I appreciate it, and it's always so much fun coloring with you. So yeah, thank you. All right, so that's Creepy Kawaii, Kevin Tejo. Next is Drawing the Timeline. This is a new purchase book for myself. I may have bought it in September, knowing because Coloring Biker Mama is doing a full book color along. She's picking a page each month, and I decided that I wanted to participate in that hashtag and that color along. So I did have this on my list, maybe to get around the holidays for myself, but because of her hashtag, I decided to just purchase it because I didn't want to play catch up once I got the book in December. And she had chosen this page here. If you hear something in the background, my window's open. I think it's either a motorcycle or a lawnmower. This page here, and for this I based it with acrylic. I based it with alcohol marker. I did some shadow shading with Prismacolor pencils. As you can see, the flowers are just pencil work. The vines are just pencil work. His outfit is actually Albert Durer, so that's why it looks like it's bleeding through a little bit, but I activated it with an alcohol marker. And I don't know if you can see if the camera's picking it up, but I did use the Ohuhu acrylic glitter pen for this background. For this rim here. And this is a lot of fun, and I'm really happy she's doing a color along to this book because this would be a book I would want to finish, and now I can. And this is by it's Sugar Sweet, which I thought was just how the artist was naming it. But now this one actually has a name, Daniel Berlotzheimer, I think. I don't know, butchered that. So I don't know if he may be the artist behind Sugar Sweet. I'm not 100%, but yeah. They have an Etsy shop and Amazon. I got it off Amazon. I wanted the book. I'm back in my book mode. Last year I was in my PDF mode, and why everything is a disaster. Okay, I have a whip here. This is one of my spooky colorings. I wanted to color in Tatiana Bogema-Stolova's Nice Little Town Halloween, and I ended up just having a whip. When I'm filming this, it's October 28th. Am I lying? No, it's October 29th. And I just don't think I'm going to really get to finish any of my whips in October. So, but I was coloring the Silence of the Lamb picture. Based in alcohol marker and then shaded with Prismacolor pencil. I only have so very little left to do on this page. I just wanted to add some more shading, and I have to do the ground, and then I wanted to add some stars and some glitter in the light. I may go back to this. I don't know. If you follow my videos, you know I always do a plan video for the next month, but I don't think I'm doing a plan video this month. I think I'm going to try and finish up my whips and then just go where it takes me. But we'll see. But yeah, so here's a whip, which I hope to finish, but we'll see if I do. And that was in Nice Little Town Halloween by Tatiana Bogema-Stolova. Try and save my color by numbers for after. All right. Here's a book I purchased a couple years ago. I don't think it's available anymore. I think when Coco Weil had a lot of their books taken down, I don't think this one ever came back. I'm not 100% on that, but I'm thinking that was the case. And this is American Scary Urban Legends. And I colored, I think he's Pukwudgie or something like that. I probably butchered that, but yeah. This one is from Hockomock Swamp, Massachusetts. And I colored him. Now he's based all on alcohol marker. There is a little bit of paint to add some cloud cover by the moon. And then gel pen, acrylic paint pen, and any shading or highlighting minimally with Prismacolor pencils. And I did use Wink Stella here in this like green flame, but it all rubbed off. It rubbed off. There's like remnants of it everywhere. So at some point I would like to go back and maybe use glitter. I wanted that to kind of pop off the page. So that's something I need to go back and finish since everything else rubbed off. I'm not sure why, but I don't know, it did. So yeah, so that's my, and I actually like this book. I don't like the black background pages here because I feel like the books curl more when they're like that, but whatever. So yeah, so that was my page done in American Scary Urban Legends by Coco Weil. I was able to color in my Jade Summer Dark Fantasy. I do love this book so much. And I colored, nope, that was last year. Sorry. I wanted to color the werewolf because werewolves are kind of my favorite as far as like Halloween creatures go and, you know, fantasy creatures. But I didn't get to color the werewolf. And you'll see why later, but here we go. So I colored the Scarecrow instead. And again, these books are darkly shaded or heavily shaded, grayscaled. So alcohol marker is actually beautiful on these pages. And I do enjoy coloring in these books when they're like this because it's an easy coloring with such a nice finished result. So yeah, so based in alcohol marker, shaded with Prismacolor pencil or highlighted with Prismacolor pencil, and only white gel pen in this one. And I did want to do a little bit more to it. I wanted to use an acrylic paint pen and go over the wheat, and I didn't. Again, guys, I didn't have a great coloring month. I didn't have a lot of motivation. I think, like I said, I'm sorry, that's my chair. I'm trying to move it. Behind my coloring this month, I don't know why. So when I did kind of finish a page, I kind of just was finished with it, because I did have intentions to try and color more, and I didn't get to it. So, but yeah, I'm happy with how this came out. And if you guys look for this book on Amazon, I believe they may have changed the cover, but it is Dark Fantasy is still the name, and it is by Jade Summer. Is it? Yes, Jade Summer. All right. So the reason I didn't color the werewolf page in there is because I decided to tackle the werewolf page in Mythomorphia. So if you know, this is a project book for myself for this year. I wanted to color one page a month. However, because I'm trying to really enjoy my coloring in this book, I kind of have a whip this month. I never got to finish the werewolf page. And now I'm okay with that, because that is kind of my most favorite page in this book. And I don't want it to come out anything less than what I'm satisfied with, because I just wanted to take my time with it. But you do know Kirby books, they do take some time, especially double page spreads. Sorry, I'm just trying to find it. And that is what is going on here. So basically, once I figured out what color I wanted to make him, I started. But it's taking me some time, and I'm taking my time doing it. And I'm still trying to think of how I want to do the background and whatnot. So that's why I'm not rushing, but I'm going to just continue on this page and take my time. So this is my whip for Mythomorphia this month, but I did decide to tackle my favorite page. And when I didn't feel like coloring, I just stopped, because I didn't want it to come out. Like, I didn't want to start doing things I didn't like or rushing through it. But to be continued. And I'm okay with that. I do have a semi-whip in Jasmine Beckett Griffith Halloween. Now, if you followed my plan video, I did plan to color this page, but I just wasn't feeling it. So instead, I colored this page. Now, a lot going on here. If you read the little excerpt here, it'll tell you about this page. So pretty much, she was sitting on a sofa, and it had some kind of animal work on it. But I didn't realize she was sitting on a sofa, and I couldn't figure out what the hell was going on with the animals in the background until I read this. And then I decided, well, no, I don't feel like coloring the sofa in a way to make it look like it's a sofa, because I didn't even realize she was sitting on anything. So I went over the background with black acrylic paint, just to get rid of it. I think I added the moon, not very well, but I think I added the moon. And then I just basted an alcohol marker, because I don't really care about the side. And I colored over it in shading with Prismacolor. Now, I wasn't done. So technically, it may look finished, but it's not. I needed to add more shading to her and blending to her dress. I was going to leave this white with a little bit of gold work, where you see the black, where she drew in the black material here. I was going to make gold, and I wanted to clean up the borders where the paint kind of got unruly. But then I decided I'm just done. So I know it's kind of a whip. Looking at it far away, it looks like maybe it could be a whip, but I'm done with this. But I was very happy to color another page in here. This is one of those books I really only pull out during Spooky Month, so I was glad to color in it. And that is Halloween by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. Here we have 50 ghostly cute miniatures, and I was able to color 2 pages in here, but if you look at all my flags, I had planned to color a lot more, but I didn't. So I got to color this cutie pie, and this book I base in alcohol marker, and then the same I shade or highlight with Prismacolor pencil. And I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up because of the lighting in the room, but the apple is a little, yeah, it's not picking it up. It's glitter. It's glittery. And then I colored the mummy cat. If we could just find him. Okay. Sorry. Again, I don't know why I took that things off the pages. as I was coloring them. I don't usually do that unless I film the video and then film it again, but that didn't happen this time. So then I colored the mummy cat, and this was really cute and really fun and just basic. Just kind of colored them in. The stars are glitter. Oh no, they're metallic gel pen. Again, I don't think the camera's going to pick up on any of this because I'm in natural lighting at the moment, so there's nothing to really like catch it. But these are metallic gel pen. And I did want to use some glaze for the eyes, and I didn't, but that was one of my plans. Yeah, and that is this adorable book. This is 50 Ghostly Cute Miniatures by Camilla Angelkova. We have Gothic Beauty by Deborah Mueller. And this is another book I never really pull off my shelf unless it's Halloween. I was coloring this last year, so it's still a whip, but I might roll this one over to October and finish this. But this was the page I colored for this. Wait, roll it over for November. Yeah, this was the page I colored for October. And just kept it simple. And Jamie from Jamie's Coloring Love, she hosts a hashtag, Portrait Year of Color, I believe. And it was pale skin and red eyes. So I participated in that by using this page. And this was fun. I didn't even bother shading the concrete work or the background. Used very minimal shading, but I just went in with alcohol markers for this really. And this is in Deborah Mueller's Gothic Beauty. So here is, this book is Whimsical Darlings, Everyday Magic, and it's by Yana Prosperina. And this is the book where every October I take a regular coloring page and I turn it spooky or creepy. So I don't think I took a picture of it, but I think it's on my Instagram. So here's the picture if I have it, I'm going to show you right here, is the original. And this is what it turned out to be. I made a creepy zombie doll girl. I don't know what you want to call her. So pretty much I zombied the fishes. I gave her bloody cracks and stitchings. I zombified, if that's a word, I don't know what it is now, the butterflies. I added the moon. And I pretty much just turned her creepy. And I have fun doing this each year. So, yeah, I could have did a little more shading and stuff in certain places, but again, you know, when I hit my color capacity for a page, I just stopped this month. But yeah, base alcohol marker, shaded with pencil. And this one was Whimsical Darlings, Everyday Magic by Yana Prosperina. One of my favorite books, one of my favorite Jade Summer books is Kawai Horror. Now, my other favorite book is, what is it, Spooky Chibi? I forget, Chibi, oh no, Chibi Girl Horror. That's it. And I did not color in it this month, and I really wanted to, and I didn't. I colored in here. Now, every year I've been coloring in this book, I'm coloring 1 to 4 pages. And this month I colored only 1. Like I said, guys, it's just the way the chips fell for me this month. And this was the page I colored. And this is another book where it is heavily grayscaled, but alcohol markers, they just look beautiful once you lay them down. So it's minimal work. I could have shaded a little more. I could have added. Usually I go in with acrylic paint pens and I highlight things, but I just didn't this month. I just colored it and called it a day. Yeah. And this is Kawai Horror by Jade Summer. In this book, you get 2 copies of each. You get one set in the front of the book and one set in the back of the book. I colored a page in my spooky doll. Now, I unloaded a lot of these books a couple months ago. A lot of the spooky, weird couple, spooky family, all those books. I unloaded them. I wasn't crazy about them. I kept two. I kept Weird Couple, actually. I did. I kept Weird Couple and Spooky Doll. And I colored this page. And the reason I colored this page is because each October I make a list of spooky things. Vampires, werewolves, ghosts, pumpkins, scarecrows, zombies, and Frankensteins. And then I tick off how many of each I color each month. And I hadn't colored any ghosts. So this page had 5 ghosts. So I decided to color this page so that I could say I colored some ghosts, because I did not color really anything on my list. Pumpkins, yeah, because almost every Halloween page has a pumpkin in it. Werewolves, no, because I had the whip. Scarecrows, yes, because I colored a spooky scarecrow. And the mummy cat, so I colored a mummy. The other cat was a witch cat, so I colored a witch. But technically, I didn't really hit any of the spooky creatures that I usually do. So I wanted to get ghosts. So at least I say I colored 5 ghosts. So yeah. And this is just alcohol marker, and I really didn't do much else with it. I actually followed a color palette that had these purples and blues, and this blue and pink in it, which aren't really these colors I like. I hate the color, not a color pink fan. And even though I love the color blue, I don't love the bright neon-y looking blues. I like the more muted kind of light blue. But anyway, so I don't love the colors in this page, but like I said, I was really just doing it for the ghosts. And that is Spooky Doll, and this is Kawai. And believe it or not, guys, I think that is all the regular pages that I have. I'm going to show you some colored by numbers. So here's another thing. Every night when I plan to go to sleep, I go into bed like an hour earlier, an hour and a half to 2 hours earlier, and I do color by numbers in bed. I pick out my colors, I put them in a little pen case, I write down, you know, I have my little chart of what letters and numbers is which color. I have my little pen case. I lay in my bed with my cup of tea and I watch a TV, either a movie or whatnot. This month it was a scary movie. And I do my color by numbers. So I need my journal for this because I can't remember what pages I colored. What book? All right. So here we have Grand Classiques number 11. And I colored a couple pages in here. Sorry, I have some whips in here too that I'm not happy with, but I colored Elsa and Anna. So that was fun. Colored that page. I really should write down the page numbers in my journal when I take a picture of the page so I know. All right, guys, you're just going to come on the journey with me. Was this month or was this last month? Wow, that went fast. September went fast. I mean, October went fast, man. All right. That was September too. I feel like I just colored all these pages. Oh my goodness. Okay. This page here. I didn't love how this page came out, to be honest with you. I try and select a favorite page of the month and the least favorite page of the month and put it in my journal. And this is my least favorite page. Basically because I just don't like how the markers performed in the background. I was using acrylic. I forgot which brand of acrylic paint pen I was using, but it really wasn't one of my favorites. So yeah, so not happy with how that came out, but I did that page. I did the sisters. I think they're their sisters. I don't really remember. I did the mermaids. This was a double page spread. Try and do like a couple of double page spreads a month if I can, or get at least one in. That was that one. And I think that was it for, yeah. So that was it for the Grand Classiques 11. Those are my 3 pages in there. Then a new purchase book is one that I'm really liking. Fantastiques. This is Coloriage, the Mystères Fantastiques. And it's hardcover.
didn't plan on it. I just ordered it. It was available on Amazon US, and I ordered it. Didn't even realize it was a hardcover, and it was not much more priced than a lot of their other books. So here's my thing. I only use Amazon to purchase these books. I use Amazon France, or I use Amazon US. When you purchase them on Amazon US, it's about anywhere from $28 to $45, depending on the book. When you purchase them on Amazon France, they come up $12, but after checkout, it comes out to about the same. So I feel Amazon France has more of a selection on these books. So I purchased some of them on Amazon France. I believe I'm lying. I purchased this on Amazon France. It wasn't much more than the other books. And like I said, I wanted it and I didn't even realize it was hardcover, but I got to tell you guys, I really like the hardcover ones better. So I'm going to try and make a conscious effort if I buy any more books to get the hardcovers. I don't find them all available on hardcovers. And to be honest, even if they were, they're not cheap books. I'm not repurchasing the ones I've colored in hardcover yet. Anywho, colored one page in here for spooky month. I colored, where are you? There we are. I colored the vampire, the Dracula page. Yeah, this was fun. So basically, I'm going to show you guys the back, the spoilers. This book is really like got creatures in it, fantasy creatures. So yeah, so this was the page I colored, and I used my Langu or Morandi gel pens for this entire page. I might have used a Tuli art for his skin. I don't know. I don't really love using them in all my books, but sometimes they just have a color. And I want to show you guys just some of what is in this book. For those of you who don't know, because it's not a Disney one, maybe you guys never, you didn't look. It's just some fantasy like creatures. I got like this guy here. I like this little dragon guy up here, right? Isn't he cute? Some weird things here, but things I probably wouldn't color, but there are a bunch in here that I would color, so yeah. They don't tell you what they are, unfortunately, but I'm pretty sure most of them do have names. I've seen some of them in Kirby books, and other books, but yeah. So yeah, so I colored Dracula. And that is in the Coloriage Mystère Fantastique. Here we have Looney Tunes 3. This was a new purchase book for myself. I don't recall if I showed you guys this in September, because I think I had it on pre-order. I colored a spooky page. Well, it's not really spooky when you look at it, but I'll show you why I call it. I consider it a spooky page if I can find it. This was an untouched book, so you would think it would, I colored 2 pages this month in here. I colored, what is it, Porky and Petunia? Is that their names? Was that her name anyway? I forget. But yeah, so this is more like of an autumn page, but they had like a little pumpkin, so I colored that page. Nope, that was a whip. Okay, so this was not untouched. I had a whip in here. Lies, I'm lying. Oh, that's because the other page isn't in this one. All right, yeah, the other book I think is untouched. This wasn't. So yeah, so this was my spooky page for this month. Not really spooky, but had a pumpkin. And that was in Looney Tunes 3. And then my Looney Tunes 1 was untouched. That's the one. And this is the one that's just like semi-spooky page, but not really. So I have a whip. I started to do this whip here, but I stopped. I'll show you guys why I stopped. Hey, I'm missing a book. Oh, there it is. But yeah, so, because I started coloring in a different book. I wanted to try out markers. I saw a video of someone coloring with felt tip markers. I didn't like it. But this book was not untouched either. I'm such a liar. anyway, yeah, so that was a whip that I'm not going back to. The Gossamer one, I'm not going back to it. That was just an experiment. But this is the page that I colored for this month. And the reason I call it Spooky Month or Spooky is because it says Frankenstein. So yeah, so I colored this page. And again, these were just with my gel pens. So I had a lot of fun doing that. Now I do, and then I believe in nature I colored. Where are you? I colored the Dalmatian and the pumpkin. And this one was a lot of fun and really cute too. I had a lot of fun. I just like coloring these at night before I go to sleep now, which is good and bad because I was reading and now I'm not reading. I went back to my audiobooks, but they take forever for me to finish because audiobooks I listen to whenever I drive any place. If I go to the supermarket, if I'm going to work. So it's not a full, like if I sat down and read, I'd probably read for like an hour to 2 hours. Whereas my audiobooks, they're like range from 10 minutes to like 40 minutes. So I'm not finishing them as quickly. But yeah, so colored this guy and he was super fun. Enjoyed coloring him. And that was in nature. And then another new purchase book. I grabbed the Ice Age. I got this off Amazon France. Oh my gosh, I wasn't going to get this book because I'm going to be honest, Ice Age, I never saw anything other than the first one. And that was like around the time it came out. So I wasn't like a huge Ice Age fan. But when I saw people doing colorings in this book and flip throughs, I was like, you know what, man, I like this book. So this may be a runner-up favorite. The Grand Classique 11 that I showed you guys, that one was my favorite. This one is now becoming my favorite. And this is a whip, and this one is a double page spread. Hiccup, excuse me, that was terrible, but uncontrollable. My goodness. This page is a double page spread. It's going to take me a while. I'm probably not going to finish it in 2 days. I'll probably show you it fully completed in November, but I'm doing this Halloween page. So I have some of the top of it done. I still have to do all the bottom, but I will show you guys in the background, in the back, what it is. This is what it is, this one. Yeah, so I still have a long way to go with that one. But yeah, but I'm really having fun in these books. I finally found my groove. Like, it took me so long, but I'm so happy that I kept up with it. I really wanted a color in these books, and I see, like I've said it in my other videos, I see people use anything from super tips to color pencils, super tips, felt pens. That's why I was practicing with that. But I don't like how it looks. I want a smoother finish. My paint pens, depending on the brand, I guess, they give me a really hard time sometimes, and they railroad and they're not smooth. But I found my groove, and I'm found at peace with certain things. So I'm having so much fun in these books. Put a bunch on my Christmas list. I know my dad grabbed me a couple already. I don't think my husband's going to, because I asked for the new set of Ohuhus. So, you know, there goes that's my present, I guess. But I'll buy them for myself. Anyway, so yeah. So anyway, I'm just having so much fun with these. I ordered the Seasons one. I think that was one of the ones my dad got me. So I can't wait for Christmas time to get that one. There was another one. I forget the names of them now, but I know Seasons was another one I was really looking forward to. But that one at Christmas time. So anyway, yeah. So that's all my completed pages for October. A lot of pages, but not in a lot of books that I wanted to color in, but that's okay. So real quick, before I show you guys the supplies, if you want to see them, they're not many. I'm not going to do a November plan video this month because I really want to try and color in some of those books I pulled off for Halloween that I didn't. Like, one of them is the Chris Reinek's book, his Halloween book. I wanted to color a couple pages in there and I didn't. So I'm going to try and color in some of those things for November, along with maybe finishing some of these whips, any of my project books, my buddy color. Yeah, and and then just see wherever else goes. But I am trying to organize. So I may spend November and December, a bulk of my free time organizing, and may just hit project books and different things here and there to color in. So I'm not going with a plan. So basically, let me show you guys just a couple of new purchases. Okay. So one thing is a couple of books. I grabbed these books. Of course, I didn't grab the book to show you guys, but I grabbed these Amazon basic books. Now these are grid because I like grid. I don't like dot journals. I like grid, so the graph paper. That's kind of more my thing. And this is basically what I'm doing is, now here's just a little disclaimer. Sometimes, I'm sure a lot of you knew this. I just didn't think that hard into it. When I purchase a book off of Amazon, a notebook, a journal, I look for the page count. I noticed that a lot of these books are doing, like, I do 1 flip, 2 flip, 3 flip. That's how I was counting. A lot of these pages, even in coloring books, they're counting it as, like, I do page 1, page 2, page 3. Amazon is doing 1, 2, 3, 4. They're doing that with a lot of books like this that are single-sided. So technically, if it's 32 pages, they're telling you it's 64 pages. Like, anyway, and I've noticed some journaling books, they're doing that too. So just be mindful, because I really wanted a journal that had kind of more of an exact page amount so that I can do what I wanted to do with it. And then I was finding that that wasn't the case. So I purchased these. I'm not sure how many pages are in here. These are just Amazon basics. They were like $8. I'm using these for my color by number. So what I'm doing is I'm putting, do I have the sticker here to show you? I grabbed some sticker paper off. I got this sticker paper at Staples. This is just some matte sticker paper. You can get it on Amazon. You can get different brands. This is Avery, but you can get different brands. And I took pictures of the books. So as you can see, I even planned for books that I plan to get. So like I plan to get this one, I plan to get this one, I plan to get this one. Yeah, these are the ones that I plan to get. The rest are ones that I have. And then basically I already cut one out, the Ice Age one. I'm going to do 2 of each image, actually 2 of each image. And then on the side here in acrylic paint pen, I'm writing the name of the book. On the front here, I'm putting a sticker image, and then in the book, I'm numbering each page 1 to 100. And I'm doing 2 pages like this. So this would be page 1, but I'm giving it 2 pages. That way, on this side, because the double page spreads have a lot of numbers, but on this side, I'm doing pretty much all, like on this side of the page, it would be all the numbers and the letters and the colors that I'm using. On this side, it's going to be a thumbnail picture. So it would be, this is just how I'm doing it. It would be the picture in the back of the book, and then a picture of it completed. I also have a little pad where I write everything down first, and then after I complete the page and I use those colors, I'll put them in. So that's why I wanted these guys. These guys are to keep track of my color by number books. And each color by number will have its own book. And I wanted to get, because I have a few, and I wanted to get a more of an inexpensive brand, so that I didn't want to get like a 10, some journals are like US dollars, like $15. I was trying to get something that's a little cheaper, but I wanted decent quality. And for myself, I found that this one is okay. I mean, it's a little bit of shadowing on the back page, but like I said, I'm just using it to log. So yeah, I purchased sticker paper. I purchased 4 of these books. Then I went on Etsy and I purchased some swatch sheets, because I'm gonna tell you guys, I hate swatching. If you know my channel, you know I hate swatching, hate it. And I was trying to use journal books to actually swatch, and it just sucked all my energy. So I just went on Etsy and I went to this Little Birdie Canada, I think. That's the shop. I don't know if you could see that. Little Birdie Canada. I don't know. If it's not the name, I will put the right name in the description. And I just printed out a blank swatch sheet, but you can get these on Etsy from anyone if you really wanted to. And then here, I'm just keeping them in this book for now. But my plan is I will be laminating these. I also asked for a laminator for Christmas. I will be laminating these. I may punch holes in the middle with like a vertical hole puncher. I may not, because I don't really need to. I could pretty much just eyeball how close the color is. But yeah, so as you can see, I swatched my Mirandies. I call them the Mirandies, but I think they're really the Langu. This was a Miss brand that I purchased. I don't have it here. So I did purchase this brand here. I didn't pull it out to show you guys. I got it from, I don't really know the name of it, but the store that was selling it was the Kogart store. And they were cheap acrylic pens, but their barrel was the same as one of the Ohuhu. They looked almost similar to one of the Ohuhus I have. So I kind of was like, well, maybe it's kind of the same ink, paint. Like, you know, like how companies kind of just repurpose stuff, like different names. I was like, and I just needed a cheap brand. So I was like, for the amount it was, I think it may have been like 18 bucks for 36 colors. I don't know. Maybe cheaper. I don't remember, but I got it. It's okay. The acrylic paint, it's okay. I mean, it looked nice. We'll see now if they clogged up. But yeah, so that was one of my purchases. And yeah, so I'm just trying to pretty much do that. Another one of my purchases, here's some acrylic paint. Oh, picture of me. We're blacking that out. I grabbed Art Deco. These are dual tip acrylic paint markers, 48 colors. They were very reasonably priced. Water-based, non-toxic, acid-free, waterproof, quick drying, long-lasting, light resistant. It comes with a fine and a brush tip. Let's grab a color. I'll grab this pretty purple. These are the range of the colors on the back. And we get here, we have this side, which is, they're saying this is fine. And this side here, they're saying is brush. I kind of think it's just a finer version of the brush. I don't think it's not what I would call fine. And I'll show you guys on the swatch. We'll do the brush. 51. I need to just move this. Okay. You guys can see. I'm gonna move the camera down. I'll bring it up. So yeah, they're nice. They cover well. I just want to write down that was number 51, or I'm gonna forget. Okay. So I'll swatch those later. But yeah, so I don't love the box. As you can see, they're kind of just, I don't have any markers out. They're just kind of, they just fall. So, you know, I wanted to really keep all my markers in the boxes and just lay them flat somewhere like that on their sides. This one is a pain in the butt because they keep moving. So you got to kind of like get in there and kind of like get them, really make them do what you want to do. It's very annoying. So I'm not a fan of the box, but for the amount of money it was, you know, I can't split hairs. So this is Art Deco. That's how you say it. Then off of Temu, I grabbed the Gwenguna, whatever you want to call it. I grabbed the skin tone brush. And I grabbed the acrylic like a month or so ago. I don't know if I ever showed it. The pastel ones, I mean. So those are my supplies. So basically my supplies are just these acrylic paint pens, the Art Deco, the swatch sheets, the notebooks. Oh, and that's pretty much it. Not a lot of supplies, but my plans really are to start organizing. I did ask for a bunch of graph journals for Christmas. I want to re-journal, you know, my coloring book journal. I want to do a journal for my PDFs. You know, I do enjoy, where I hate swatching, I do enjoy journaling. So I am the type of person who will redo a journal 8 times. Like my coloring journal, I've redone it 8 times this year. I enjoy that. I don't enjoy swatching. So where some people enjoy swatching and they don't enjoy that. You know, what's what makes the world go round, I guess. But yeah, so I just plan to do a lot of organization, a lot of journaling stuff. And that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys had a really nice Halloween month. If you have little kids, I hope they had fun. Or I hope they do have fun, depending on when I post this video. I want to thank you all for watching. As always, please remember to like and subscribe, as it helps my little channel. And I guess the next video I'm going to probably post will be sometime in November. And we'll see what I end up coloring for November. And hopefully I get to finish some of these whips and whatnot. But again, as always, thank you guys for watching. Stay safe. See you guys soon.